guys, welcome back. So today in this video I want to talk about the newest DLC for Roxy's Pinball Panic. It is called Manic Miners and it includes two tables that each play very differently. The first one is called Deadly Digs and it plays more like an arcade style pinball where it's very fast and tense. And the second one, Malicious Minds, is a wide body that plays a little slower and more like a traditional pinball table from say like the 80s or 90s. But both very fun and both include some cool mechanics that I want to talk about. So in the first table, what's really neat is that there is no plunger lane. What's actually happening is there's a cannon plunger that's located on the mine carts that you see going around the table. So when the ball drains, wherever the mine cart is where the ball will be plunged for the new ball, which I think is an awesome mechanic that has never really been done before on Roxy or pinball itself. So that I found really neat to keep the ball, to keep the game like refreshing. It's not always the same thing. Also, the cool thing about the tables on both these tables are the explosive TNT drop targets. Now, when the ball hits these drop targets, these TNT, it will like really ding around, and I think that's what keeps the table very fun and at the same time very tense because you just don't know where the ball will end up. But really cool because the mechanic really kind of simulates the explosiveness of those TNT drop targets. Also on the first table, you'll notice that there is a ramp that is facing the player, and the ball actually comes down the ramp. There's a booster and the ball looks like it's coming towards the player, and I have not ever really seen that done on a pinball table. Usually ramps are faced towards the top, they're not really faced towards the player. So that was really cool. And when it drops down, it hits a crystal, and the crystal actually prevents the ball from draining down the middle, and it gives players enough time to react. So I thought that was really neat. And so the second table plays a little more like traditional pinball. It is a wide body, so it's going to play a little slower. But the cool things is you have these two speed boosts on both ramps that really propel the ball and add some faster gameplay. So this table, the second one, can get pretty fast once you hit those ramps. And the cool thing about the second table is you have on the first ramp on the left, it actually drops the ball off towards the center of the table where you feel like it's going to drain right down the middle, but it's a little off center so that it actually doesn't do that. But you can still keep the ball in play, but it kind of gives you that dangerous feeling like it will drain, but it actually doesn't. And I really like that from the design point because you know how mines can be dangerous. So that element kind of adds to its danger. But you have a multi-ball, several multi-balls that you can activate. And you also have a return to plunger with a manual plunge, which I found pretty cool because on the second table, you already have two kickbacks on both out lanes, but being able to go back to the plunger, I thought was a neat little thing to do with a manual plunge. So really cool tables. I love the theme. The mining theme I think goes so perfectly well with pinball just because you think you have rails and ramps, and so you picture the ball being like a minecart going down the rails, delivering gold and searching for crystals. And the rock crystals on this table really pop out at you against the kind of dark earthy tone of the black and gray and dark browns of the table. So really cool theme, and get it now. Till next time.